So today we're going to be reviewing the arkmido wireless video doorbell.
We're not technical experts, but we do like high-tech products that are functional. Stay tuned to learn more about this video doorbell. This video doorbell by arkmido is similar to the Ring doorbell.
And this is our first video doorbell. At first we were a little concerned it would be very hard to install or get working, but it's actually very simple and easy to install and use.
We have one installed by our front door, and we have another one here that we just got out of the box and put the batteries in and charge those. It takes two batteries.
Two 18650 batteries. They do come with them, but you are always able to find them on the market if you need any more to charge.
So we got, as I mentioned, we have the one by the front door, and then we got this one here to give to a relative. We wanted to try ours out first. So why don't you show how to access the batteries?
Alright, so this is very simple. All you have to do is flip the device over. Located on the back, you'll find a little clip, and you just simply open it up. I believe you are able to charge it via USB, micro USB cord if you have that.
Yes, that's how I charged them initially, was with the micro USB.
So,
and then there's a plate that fits on the back.
Yes. All you have to do is slide it on. Very simple. There's some prongs that you line up with it. There are four. You slide it on and slide up. Very simple, very easy to use and put on. Now it does come with some hardware for when you put the device on the exterior of your home. The best way I could recommend doing that is to take off the backing right here. Let's set this down for a second. And you will find 4 holes on the sides. I originally thought putting screws in here, but the threading didn't work, so I was wrong. But you have 4 holes here and just the amount of screws to do that. Put it in your desired place on the exterior of your home, and then slide this on when you are ready.
And I do recommend that you make sure you have the Wi-Fi connection, everything working before you install it. We did that. So this is a 720 HD doorbell camera with night vision, and it's controlled by an app, and we'll show you that in a minute. It has two-way audio and motion sensors. There is an optional wireless plug-in chime receiver, and we did get one of those because I like hearing the chime in the house and not just with the phone app. And that was very easy to set up.
Very easy to install. Alright, so here's the sleeve that came right off the box. It does tell you the functions of this doorbell, such as it has two 3400 milliamp original batteries that can be used for 6 to 8 months at a time. Has a high definition resolution with 1.7 millimeter wide angle lens. And then it supports mobile phones as a wake-up device. So this is good for your Android or Apple devices. It doesn't matter which type, which that makes it even better because everyone is so split nowadays about that. Now this does support 2.4G wireless Wi-Fi. Make sure that if you do have 5G in your house that you switch it to 2.4 so that you are able to set this up.
Yeah, so you do that. Confused me the first time that I set up one of these smart home devices, another device. You switch your phone down to the 2.4, but you can go right back to the 5 gigahertz once you have it working. So you don't have to keep it on the 2.4.
Now this does have an intercom option where you do speak through your phone app. Say there was someone outside and you were asking who they were, maybe if you wanted to actually open up the door, or you can actually hear what is going on outside if you were to record any footage. This supports Pir Motion Detection, so when someone passes the doorbell, it'll automatically send a notification to your app. We'll go over that a little bit later. We'll show you a little bit about that. Very handy feature and great for security.
The reason the red light is flashing now on the video doorbell is that it's waiting for Wi-Fi configuration. It actually, I'm looking at the camera screen and it's coming across as yellow, but it's definitely red.
Alright, so last thing mentioned on this function list is the day and night mode, which provides an automatic switch. So you don't need to switch at any point of the day from day to night so that you're able to see and have full security of your house.
And it comes with a user manual that has most of the steps that you need to get it working. I guess you could say it has all the steps you need to get it working, and then within the app itself,
you can figure out all the additional settings you need to change for your own personal convenience. Alright, so when you first get the device, you will need to download the 2C app, which looks just like this, and it's available on both the Apple and Play Store.
And you just run through the sign-in process, pretty straightforward. You will need to set up an administrator password to access some of the functions. So you see right now outside our front door.
Yeah, just to clarify once again, you will not see this screen the first time that you download the app. It will go through your setting up of an account process and various other steps to make sure you pair your device. Once you do pair your device, that is the first thing you see. And you just click on it to view what's going on. Right now it's loading. But as you can see, there are a whole bunch of buttons down at the bottom to aid your security and see a little bit more.
Yeah, you've got the volume button.
That's right here. You do have your playback button, so if you think or maybe heard something that happened a little bit ago, you can play back, especially if it did trigger your phone app to buzz.
Yes, and I've gotten actually quite a few of those. Every time there's a motion detection, it will start recording. Now, that up in the upper right-hand corner is the way that you can change the sensitivity to the motion detection. That's one of the areas where it will ask for your password.
So once you get logged in, you come across a lot of settings. These essentially just help you decide what you need and what your level of security you feel you need to protect your house with. You do have the option to flip between on and off of the ultra low power consumption. You can turn the device indicator light on or off, depends on maybe you do have a lot of motion outside or you don't want someone to see that they know that you're watching or they know that you were triggered to see their movement.
Right, I think it's a great feature that they can see. I like to leave it on because I want anyone to know that, yes, they're being recorded. But this is the kind of thing you kind of have to play around with and explore to see what settings you like.
One thing I wanted to point out was the motion detection sensitivity. When you first get the app, it is already standard to be put right into the middle of sensitivity, or what it calls low. And it does say 10-second delay trigger on Pir Motion Detection. So it'll be a little bit before you get a notification that something outside is moving or there's someone out there.
Yeah, if you are close to the street, have a lot of cars going by, and your front door is close to the street, and you're getting motion, you're getting the camera turning on frequently with motion detection alerts, you probably want to set it to low.
Yes, because there was an instance where we were figuring out why it took a little bit for us to get a notification that something was going on outside. It does let you know in the motion detection sensitivity how much of a delay there will be depending on what sensitivity level you are at. So if I turn it all the way to the top, at high, you get no delay, and it's going to respond just like that to anyone outside. I do believe that is going to be a little bit more costly on your space and recording.
Your SD storage, yeah. And you will get more alerts if you don't want to get those. Even if you have like birds or something flying by, it might detect those. But if you want to be able to detect any activity whatsoever, then definitely go to the high setting.
Yep. So we like it at middle. Phone's a little bit okay, middle. And with that one, there is a 5-second delay trigger on the PIR motion sensing, which is nice. There isn't a complete and utter disconnect of maybe when a mailman delivers a package, but you can see what's going on.
So I just wanted to reiterate that we're not tech experts. We like a lot of smart home devices, but we just kind of figure things out as we go along. And we were able to figure this out pretty quickly. And we're still exploring some of the variables, some of the options. But there's nothing really difficult about it if you know where to look. If you know, most everything on there is self-explanatory.
The settings menu is very, very helpful for you to customize your experience with this device, especially if you do want high security or you do want to be able to just have a camera doorbell for low security, just in case something happens. Everything is in the settings menu for you to adjust.
Now I was going to try to go out and ring the doorbell, and then you can see what it looks like in here.
All right.
And speak to me.
I do want to point out that this is most definitely a live screening. Right there, it does tell you at the top, live. If you go in the playback section, it will show you past videos that it has taken. But, oh, there you go. You can see her right there. She's right there. And she just hit the doorbell, and so let's talk. There is an intercom button right here. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Very clearly, too.
Yeah, would you like to buy some magazine subscriptions?
No, thank you. Goodbye.
So here's how it looks from the outside when the doorbell detects motion. Blue light flashes.
Alright, so like we mentioned earlier, there are a lot of buttons right here. You have volume, playback, scene, full screen, screenshot, speak, and record. We just use speak to use for the intercom. Alright, since this is real time, we can sit here and watch it. You can also hit full screen and turn your phone sideways to get a more of a cinematic view. You can also access all of your buttons here at the bottom. They come along the side. Very easy, very nice big view.
And as you can see, that is a very clear wide-angle view.
Yes. Makes it easier to see all around.
So I think this is a great security device.
Most definitely, this is great, especially if you want security or need more security. This would be great, a great subtle way to provide a little bit more safety.
Or even the deterrence value of having the device next to your door. Anybody that comes up that may be up to some sort of mischief will know they're going to be recorded.
Alright, so just a little bit more information about the chime.
Now the chime is optional. You can purchase the video doorbell without the chime, or you can combine them.
You can choose just to have traffic going straight to your phone, or if you're someone that's not tech savvy, who doesn't have their phone with them at all times, then this chime would be the best thing to get. Very simple to pair with the device. I recommend when you have the device, before you install it, make sure you have it next to it. Find an outlet, and then all you have to do is hold down the volume button on the side until you hear one ding. Then the doorbell itself will ding back, and then you can choose whatever chime you want for when someone comes to your house. I think it's very handy, especially if you do go from level to level consistently, or you're not a good tech savvy person who has their phone all the time. It's very handy and makes the device a lot more home friendly.
And there are a lot of different sounds or chimes available.
Yes, you can customize it to from where length, or if you want something short and simple. Also, volume switches are on the side as well.
Why don't you run through a few of the sounds?
All right. It has to be plugged in.
Okay.
Like I said before, the button is on the top to toggle through that, and the two bottom buttons are your up volume and down volume to adjust the sound depending on what part of the house you put this in. That is the first sound you get, the pretty standard one across. Sounds just like your regular doorbell. There we go. This is another one. Nice little tune there. Very different doorbell sound than your standard one. Sounds a bit like a lullaby, you know.
So that's a look at the arkmido video doorbell. As you can see, it's picking up the video from the doorbell that is actually installed at the front door. Not much going out there right now.
Please check the description section below for more information. Thanks for watching.